Hola, ¿qué tal? Acá Esteu. Estamos en un nuevo episodio de Goodbye Deponia. Vamos a continuar donde lo dejamos en el episodio anterior. La vez pasada salimos disparados por el cañón y llegamos acá a la nave esta del Organon. Vamos a ver qué podemos
They
hacer por
won't let
acá.
me through.
Yeah, too bad. We'd better turn back then.
We were willing to try. That's what counts. Excuse me. Mind if I hate to interrupt, but, hello? Attention!
Oh, bailiff on deck!
Division, halt!
Yes, sir, bailiff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well done.
Bueno, podemos cruzar. Ahora sí, podemos ir caminando hasta el otro lado. A ver qué encontramos.
Oh, crap. More of them. Attention! Bailiff on deck! Hello? Bailiff on deck!
Yeah, we've noticed. Tell us something we don't know.
Really? Mind your manners, will you? A little more respect for our bailiff.
Right. Yep. He's got a point. After all, he's the bailiff.
Yes, exactly. I'm after all, I'm the bailiff. Remember that.
¿Está Cletus ahí atrás de estos? Entonces, ¿qué hacemos? ¿Tenemos que hablar con estos o le damos a subir?
I'm headed for the bridge. Take me to the right level. But bailiff, you should know what level that is. Yes, of course I do. I just wanted to test whether you know it too. I'm headed for the bridge. Take me to the right level. But yes, of course I do. I just wanted...
Bueno, no me dan ni bola estos. Así que con esto subimos, bajamos. ¿A dónde estamos yendo?
And is this the right floor, bailiff? You should know that, being a bailiff and all.
Claro.
Of course. Of course. Are you completely sure about that? Of course I'm sure. I'm the bailiff. I'm always sure. Good to know. Time to disembark, everyone. The bailiff says we're here. Yes? Oh, Cletus? No. Argus. You guessed it. And you must be Rufus. Some nerve you've got coming here. Foolhardy and stupid. As always. Or don't you realize that I will now have to break every single one of your bones? Wait! Can't we come up with a more peaceful solution? I don't think so. The time for amicable agreements has expired. I've been looking forward to this day. Put 'em up! Oh.
¿Y este pedal? Hacemos, nos agarramos con Argus, tocamos otra cosa. Vamos a tocar el pedal este, a ver qué onda.
Cut it out!
Y ahora, ¿qué tocamos? Una válvula reguladora.
What have you here? A throttle valve to adjust the elevator's speed. Who needs that kind of thing? Ow!
Vamos a tocar el pedal de nuevo, así que pegamos de vuelta. Y vamos a bajar el ascensor. Bueno, terminamos bajando acá y Argus terminó cayendo. Entonces salgamos de acá y a ver dónde vamos.
Bailiff, at last. The team is waiting impatiently.
Waiting?
For your speech, of course. And allow me to add that I am no less excited myself. Your speeches are always so inspiring, so eloquent. You play the crowd like a virtuoso plays his piano. And if I may say so, a less charismatic orator would literally be torn to pieces by such an audience.
He would?
Oh, certainly. But your words are like magic. Inimitable. But here I am, just raving on. You should get started before the crowd grows even more agitated.
Yes, nobody wants that.
Electrifier, work your magic.
Just a moment. I think,
Gentlemen, we are about to be addressed by our great role model, our leader, our mentor, our idol, Bailiff Argus, who just a moment ago personally assured me that the speech he's about to deliver will inflame your hearts for our common cause. And now, stand to attention! You are now being addressed by Bailiff Argus!
he knew this, and he just let me walk into it.
What an ass! Yes, what an... Well, I mean, that ass... I don't... No. What I'm trying to say is... That ass... who is standing in front of you?
Es mucho menos el único tonto del culo que hay aquí, es un buen ejemplo de nuestra organización, es uno de los 11.000 tontos del culo que a bordo de esta nave.
Is a fine example of our organization.
Somos todos unos tontos del culo, la organización de tontos del culo, cada uno de nosotros un tonto del culo.
The Organon is an organization of asses. That's how we were constructed. That is our destiny. I know. Why is he saying those things? Well, this is why.
No tenéis más que miraros, miradme, no tenéis más que mirar a vuestro alrededor, mirad vuestro emblema.
Just look around. What are we actually doing here? We're supposed to destroy a planet for which we don't give a rat's ass. For people who don't mean shit to us. Isn't it time to realize that we are the asses here? Then why don't we do what is expected of us? And shit on them! Come on, say it! We don't give a shit!
No tenéis más que miraros, miradme, mirad nuestro emblema, podría dar un montón de ejemplos más.
Just look at me! I know you all think I'm an ass because I'm acting like one. But why is that so? Only because it is expected of me. As a superior, one is always half ass, half role model. And when I treat you shittily, you simply pass it on to those below you. In truth, the hierarchy is nothing but a chain of asses, giving each other shit. Just look at you. We're doing the dirty work for those up there. Do you think any of them would dream of getting their hands dirty? Blowing up the planet? Terrorizing Deponians? And all those other things we do? No! They're sitting comfortably on their fat asses. And those asses, my fellow bums, that's us! Just look at our logo. Looks like somebody put their butt on the photocopier during an office party.
And now, the result is proudly displayed on our banner. The print of a gigantic, flabby arse. So why be surprised when they treat us like asses? I could name you 1,000 more examples. The fact is, we're the asses here. But is that something to be ashamed of? I say no! I, for my part, am proud of what I am. I am an ass! And you're all asses too! It's time to show the world what's inside us! Long live the Organon! Was it good?
Very inspiring, like always.
Great. Well, then I can go now. Which way to the bridge?
But, what about the hymn?
The hymn?
Exactly. Following each of your speeches, you lead us in our hymn. You can't have forgotten.
Yes. The hymn. Me. Here we go.
Organon. Oh, Organon.
¿Qué tengo que hacer? No entiendo.
Organon.
¿Qué? Dice, qué audiencia más sosa. Las sorprendentes virtudes cantoras de Rufus están malgastadas con esta gente. ¿Por qué no intentas echarle una mano haciendo clic en las líneas del pentagrama? Así alterarás el tono de las notas para conseguir melodías perfectas.
Organon. Oh, Organon. Oh, Organon. Organon. Oh, Organon.
Como que no tengo la menor idea de cómo ponerlo.
Organon. Oh, Organon.
Hacer una ola, algo así. Una boludez así. Pues yo no tengo la menor idea de cómo sería.
Organon.
Eso por ahí. Uno por ahí. Por acá. No, este de acá falló.
Organon.
Por ahí.
Organon.
Este de acá me falló también. Estamos ya. Nos queda este arreglar. Iría ahí, creo. Ahí.
Organon. Organon.
Ahí está. Bueno, la pegamos con el himno. Ahora mientras están todos cantando. Bueno, bastante buena la canción. Vamos a ir igual.
Cletus, there you are. There's your mysterious companion. I had hoped you would introduce me to the person who caused us so much trouble.
Don't worry, she's on board. You should be more worried about the others who are also on board. Your precious bailiff Argus has moved the entire Organon to this high boat.
What? That can't be true. Where is that traitor?
You know, I've got good news and bad news regarding him. The bad news is someone's got to clean the floor of the elevator shaft. I don't think that will be necessary.
Argus? I don't believe it. You are trying to deceive me to bring the Organon to Elysium behind my back.
Yeah, but he didn't reckon with me. Oh, me?
What's going on here? Who is that?
I'm the real Cletus. He's just an imposter, which, strictly speaking, makes no difference. Plus or minus 2 zeros. My calculation turned out just right. This high boat is now under my control.
Not as long as I can prevent it.
Stop that!
This high boat is no longer bound for Elysium.
What? What? What?
I'm certainly not going to jeopardize the Utopian project by taking an invading army to Elysium. I'm initializing the destruction of Deponia. Right now, Elysium will have to start on its journey a little sooner than expected.
Stop! Ulysses! You fool! This is madness!
My decision stands. Don't try to stop me.
But
What?
La Deponia, el Organon y yo, entonces, ¿qué será ti?
But what about the Deponians? When you detonate Deponia, what will become of them?
Enough energy to catapult Elysium towards the nearest inhabitable planet, I hope.
Have you no conscience?
Oh, I do, most certainly. But it is necessary. And you are not going to change my mind.
But what about the Organon?
What about it? The Organon was destined to be blown up all along.
I forgot. But what about me? I don't want to die.
I know. You're the third prototype, aren't you? Yes. The tragic fate of the Alpha generation has always fascinated me. That's why I took Argus under my wing back then. You may think you aren't one of them, but actually, it has always been your destiny to die, just like the rest of the Organon. And the fact that you don't want to die is simply due to a flaw in your design.
But what about you? You're gonna die as well.
True, but this is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. With all the suffering I have caused, I don't deserve better.
Ha! So you've got a conscience after all. You don't have to do this.
Oh yes, I do.
But why would you want to sacrifice yourself for the Elysians? Who or what is forcing you? I mean, Deponia may be no paradise, but it's possible to live there, and many people do. And not everyone down there was as unhappy as me.
I know the life down at the surface. I spent a long time there myself. Like a rat amongst the garbage. That isn't a dignified life. Not
For a bunch of stuck-up swellheads?
Hey!
If you really want to know, this is about my daughter. She lives on Elysium. I want a better life for her. On Utopia, I'm doing this for you, Goal.
No! You old fool! What have you done?
What do you think? In a few minutes, a radio signal will be emitted from this high boat. It will activate all the blast towers around the planet. Deponia will be destroyed, and Elysium can finally set out on its journey to Utopia. I saved my daughter. That's what I have done.
I'm afraid I have to contradict you, Dad.
Go? What? What? How?
I went to Deponia with Cletus. I knew you would never admit it. That's why I didn't tell you.
The girl we were looking for was you, the one who took pity on these junkyard dwellers and sabotaged our plans? This was about you the entire time?
Can't we celebrate this family reunion some other time? Deponia may blow up any minute now. Including us and your precious daughter. Exactly. What are you waiting for, Ulysses? Abort the detonation!
But that's impossible.
Can't we stop it somehow?
The only way would be to destroy the antenna before the signal has sent.
The transmitting antenna, of course.
But the transmitter is on top of the upper deck. It would be a suicide mission. Who would be crazy enough to try?
I'm in.
So am I. And I.
Well then, what are you waiting for?
I'm coming too.
You're staying here, Missy. You and I are going to have a serious talk.
Interrumpo un segundo para decirles que si les está gustando el video, no se olviden de dejar like, de suscribirse y activar la campanita. Bueno, van a trabajar los tres juntos para detener la explosión.
No!
Bueno, están los tres ahí y hay que tener que cruzar el cable. Una antena, 3 puntas. ¿Qué hacemos con la
Why
antena?
does that always happen to me with antennas?
Con la antena podríamos cruzar el
Here we
cable.
go. Haven't got all day, you know.
Bien, y ahora que cruzamos, ¿qué hacemos? Ahora tenemos que esperar a los otros.
Whoa! That was fun.
Fun! You moron! You almost killed us!
Oh, I've heard that so many times before, but never actually, you have killed us, and that makes all the difference.
That's quite enough. I've had it with you. You will hold yourself back from now on. Leave the rest to us. So, how shall we proceed? You could jump. It's much too far. Or perhaps you could stop the rotor. Oh, don't be such a Rufus. The rotors are keeping the high boat upright. Even if we could block it, the high boat would capsize. That would be the end of us.
Y le regulamos con la antena a la cosa esta. El
Step
transmisor.
aside. I've got a plan.
Stop! Don't!
I hit it! And who's the idiot now?
You, of course. Same as always.
Huh?
Why? Just look.
Cayó
The
allá abajo.
transmitter fell into the rotor, and it keeps blinking like nothing happened. Oh, damn! It's still active. How are we going to reach it now?
Ok, tendríamos que bajar y saltar.
That ought to have worked, but I always manage to break things. There's a catwalk down there.
I can see that.
Any chance we could get there by jumping?
Down there? Just how stupid are you? Answer his question, Cletus. Excuse me? You're the inspector here, aren't you? Then let's hear your assessment of the situation. What are the odds? Taking into account the rotation speed and the radius, the odds that we'd survive without being shredded by the rotor are about 1 in 3.
Well, 1 in 3 isn't half bad.
That depends. It roughly corresponds to your brain cells per head ratio.
Ok, bueno, que me diga Argus cuando tengo que
Well,
saltar
1 in
entonces.
3 isn't half bad.
If the three of us all jump from different positions, at least one of us could make it, but that's insane.
Have you got a better plan?
No, fuck off. It's all settled then. It's all settled then. We count to 3, and then we all jump. 1, 2, 3.
Ok, saltamos y llegamos o no.
Rufus? Rufus, wake up!
Ouch! What happened?
You made it! Bravo!
Where's Cletus?
I don't think he made it, but I'm not quite sure. It all went down very fast. Now, do you see the antenna anywhere?
I'm at it.
La antena está acá abajo. ¿No? Sí, ahí está la
I
antena.
can't reach it from here.
Bueno, acércate hasta acá. A ver si llegas. Hay tornillos acá. Queríamos sacarlos, los tornillos. Saco un tornillo. Saco
No,
un tornillo.
wait a second. If I loosen this screw, what will hold up the bridge? I
Ok.
can't reach it from here.
Si no alcanzo, entonces, ¿qué puedo hacer? Hay un agujero acá. Ok, puedo usar el tornillo en este lugar. Puedo sacar este tornillo. Y esto quedaría sin un sub y baja, ¿o no?
I can't reach it from here.
Ah, hay tornillo del otro lado. Ok, entiendo. ¿Algo más? Aparte de este tornillo. Ok, venía de este lado y esto va a bajar ahí. Vamos al transmisor.
Ha! I've got it! Do you hear me, Argus? I've got it!
Very good. And now, destroy it!
Piece of cake.
Ok, ¿y cómo lo rompemos?
Does that thing have a self-destruct mechanism?
Yo iría de poner los tornillos acá, ¿no me deja? Sí. Me dejó poner los tornillos, entonces yo me puedo acercar acá. Acercarme al rotor. Creo que es lo que tengo que hacer. Supongo que sí.
No! What are you doing? Destroying the transmitter. What else? You're not about to stick your hand in the rotor, are you? I knew you were an idiot, but the sheer folly of this really surmounts everything I've heard so far! I did it! The transmitter is destroyed!
Deponia is safe!
Yes, very impressive. But to make it a little more interesting, you blocked the rotor.
Then help me up so we can get the rotor running again. It would be such a bummer if the high boat were to break apart at this point. After all, we're only a stone's throw from Elysium.
Yes, that's an idea. Another idea would be to let you rot down there. I suppose it depends.
Depends on what?
Your decision. Will you help me with my coup against the Council of Elders?
Yes. You what?
What's going on?
Something's blocking the starboard rotor.
Is that bad?
No idea. You missed Deponia.
We're about to crash? But we're almost there. I can already see the airlocks.
The airlocks, you say? But of course.
The maintenance ladders.
Perhaps I can hold our position long enough so we can evacuate. Go and gather your friends together.
And what about the Organons?
Them too, of course. Now that the detonation has been cancelled, I hope that Argus will rethink his plan. I will inform the Council of Elders.
But what about you?
Go! There's no time for discussion. Go now!
I refuse to believe this. You still intend to have the Organon invade Elysium?
Why not? Where else could we go? I will never allow that to happen. Oh, come on, Rufus. Those soldiers down there are our brothers. We share the same gene. Basically, we're identical. Why should you be allowed to get to Elysium and not one of them? Or two, or three? Where do you draw the line? Who gets to decide that? You, perhaps? No, but so, what do you say?
No.
Never. That's too bad. But it can't be helped. Somehow I knew you wouldn't cooperate. So long, Rufus. No! Stop that! You rotten bastard!
Están todos atrapados ahora. Uno en cada hélice.
There you are again.
Ah! It hurts! It's your own fault. Ow. You're a fine one to laugh, but now we're all in the same boat again. I think I can free myself. Don't! The rotor is only stuck because we're all in between. As soon as one of us moves, it will start running again. Then we all die. But if we continue blocking the rotor, then the high boat will crash one way or another. We're dead. Just how did we manage to end up in this stupid situation?
Don't look at me. You two messed it up this time.
What? Can't come up with a cunning plan for once?
Let me think. Nah, it's completely hopeless.
So we can relax then.
Rufus! Cletus?
Goal!
What's happened here?
Doesn't matter.
You have to get us out of here.
Preferably before the high boat crashes.
Yes, it's a little too late for that. Dad says that all these rotor failures have damaged the engines. He's able to hold the high boat in position for now. But evacuation has already started. We've only got minutes.
Oh, great. Now everyone's getting to Elysium but me. right?
Exactly. Get me out of here. You can only save one of us before the rotor starts turning again.
No, there must be a way to get all three of you out.
No, there isn't. Come on, make a decision.
How can I decide that? I don't even know who's who.
Yo soy
I am
Rufus.
Rufus. He's lying. I am Rufus.
They're both bold-faced liars. I am Rufus.
Oh, great. And now, can the real Rufus give me some sort of proof?
Of course I can.
Yo sé algo que los otros dos ignoran, mola mucho más que eso de idiota. No dejaste llevar por tu corazón, pero decidete el tiempo correcto.
I know something that the other two definitely don't.
Oh, and what's that?
Que preparé el desayuno esta mañana, que dibujamos unas barbas en el álbum de la familia de Bozo. Hoy lleva las braguitas moradas, no importa lo que diga, estamos en un bucle.
That I cooked breakfast this morning.
Yes, that was unusual.
Anyone could have guessed that.
Yes, but not what we had for breakfast.
Easy. We
Whoa!
have...
I don't think I can hold on any longer.
Rats! Now we're back to square one, and I still don't know who's who.
Yo soy Rufus.
I am Rufus.
Oh, really? Prove it.
Well,
Bueno, déjate. ¿Quién más da quién de nosotros, Rufus? Déjanos aquí y sálvate.
who cares which of us is Rufus? Just leave us here and save yourself. The most important thing is that you survive.
Ha! He just gave himself away. Exactly. The real Rufus.
That's me. Would never say such a thing.
You're right. That really didn't sound like Rufus. Could it be possible that you changed that much?
The real Rufus.
Will never change. You know that.
Then perhaps it's just another trick to look good.
No. It's
Cierto, no soy
true.
Rufus.
I'm not Rufus. Rufus? That's him. What? Yes. Yeah, sure. He's right. I am Rufus.
Is this a trick? A last desperate maneuver? You know, if I help him, it's too late to change your mind. You're going to fall and die.
Definitely. Just think, how can I be the real Rufus? The real Rufus is never gonna give up. He'll never change. And he'll never...
Y saltemos, así salen volando todos.
Let's go.
Stop! No! No!
Come on, Go. We need to get out. Come.
Huh?
Hello, Rufus!
What? Barry, what are you doing here?
You were my idol, you remember? And I follow you everywhere. No, seriously, I just wanted to tell you how much I admire what you're doing here. At first, of course, I was shocked, but then I did understand. Brilliant, really. It was actually the only thing you could do. A genius plan, even from a philosophical point of view. The ultimate altruistic deed. Huh. Wow, Rufus, the oh-so-resolute Rufus, at last finally changed!
Are you ready?
I don't know. Do you really think this outfit is appropriate?
But Rufus, everyone knows you're a Deponian. You remember that, right? You no longer need to pretend. Never again. You can simply be yourself. Forever, Rufus.
But this is totally cool.
Era Cletus o Arbus ese. Cletus, creo.
Ah, here come our heroes, the saviors of Deponia. Well, a fine mess you got us into, if I may say so. Your report poses us a difficult dilemma. Naturally, now that we know Deponia is inhabited, our journey to Utopia is cancelled for the time being. But the high boat is destroyed, and the cable is cut. And with so many new citizens, our resources will be used up even faster than expected. What will become of Elysium? Are we forced to land on Deponia? Is that the solution? So many questions.
I'm afraid I have no answers for you, Your Eminence. But this Deponian here is a true genius.
Who? Me?
If you're stuck for unusual ideas, his imagination knows no limit.
Go ahead. Any suggestion will be welcome.
But Goal?
You can do it.
Well, perhaps we could mount some rockets on Elysium.
Go on.
Or flying dragons. And if we put monster truck tires on a gigantic dirigible...
Monster truck tires?
Then perhaps we could train a few eagles and...
Getting back to those flying dragons, how big would they have to be?
Oh, huge! With very large teeth, and they should breathe fire.
Bueno, entonces Rufus finalmente viajó al ELÍSEO, pero no era Rufus. ¿Y qué pasó con Rufus ahora?
I'm closing my case. There's nothing left to say. Any last questions? I take that as a no. If you feel battered, your whole world is shattered, I may have a helpful suggestion for you. Just grab your harmonica and sing about Deponia. And Rufus' dream of a life more ideal, and the fact that sometimes there may be just one last chance to save the day if you let go. And if that's so, I'm off now for real.
Ursa is off now for real.
Bueno, completamos el juego Goodbye Deponia. Creo que nos queda uno solo de la saga para complicar toda la historia de Deponia. Así que vamos a ir dejándolo por acá. Espero que les haya gustado. Déjenme en los comentarios qué les pareció. Suscríbanse, denle like al video si les gustó. Denle a la campanita para saber cuando suba más videos. Compartan el video con sus amigos. Y saludos.